their free or low-cost breast screen exams. But now they need your help. The United Breast Cancer Foundation wants to save more lives through early detection by offering women free or low-cost breast screening exams. And donating your old car, SUV, or truck, whether it's running or not, helps pay for them. Plus, you get a charitable tax deduction. Help the United Breast Cancer Foundation save lives by donating your old car, SUV, or truck. Call now for free pickup. 800-280-2144. 800-280-2144. 800-280-2144. Call right now. That number again is 800-280-2144.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
All right, 7 minutes after 9 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Jim George is in the studio. He is the owner of American Cable Services. So if you have a question about cable TV, it's not a bad time to call. I think one of the things I've observed about TV, I don't know if I'm saying that right anymore, but is that it's not just ABC, CBS, and it could be like Netflix, or it could be Hulu or YouTube or any of that stuff, right? Hey, Jim, how you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. Good morning.
So good
morning, Ocala.
Good morning. It's a holiday weekend. It's a somber holiday to remember those who died in action. Are you a veteran?
I am.
Yeah, that's right. You served in Vietnam, right? Yep. So you probably know some names on that wall.
I probably will know some names on that wall.
Wow. That's
I plan to go.
That's going to be sad, yeah.
I was asking Joe where he's going on Monday for, remember, it's like, is there a barbecue or something? He says he thinks they're all going to be rained out, but if it's not rained out, he's going to go to the Eagles.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah, he recently joined up with the Eagles.
Okay, if it's not rained out, I'll meet him at the Eagles.
You going to do it too?
Nice.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I like barbecue.
I could make you a
can
hamburger.
burn meat and call me any day. But you can't call Gavin if you have ketchup.
No, he doesn't like ketchup on steak. No.
Oh, yeah, no, he doesn't like that. No,
he doesn't like tartar sauce on fish.
No, he doesn't like
ketchup on steak.
No. He's a naturalist.
Yeah.
Give me the product as it is.
Well, that is truly an area where cooking has made, I guess, some strides. I mean, the whole microwave thing, it's been around for so many years now that we take it for granted, but...
Oh, yeah, barbecue.
Is there a way, or is there maybe an oven or whatever, that uses microwave but also can brown things, you know what I mean? Like,
sure, they have that.
They do?
Yeah.
No, what does it have, an actual...
An element.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
It's like a toaster oven with a microwave capability, or vice versa, a microwave with a toaster oven.
And they've been out a long time, probably.
A long time.
And I just haven't...
Yeah, we recently, a couple of years ago, my wife and I got a convection oven. That's where it has the fan that moves the air around.
Oh,
those things cook like nobody's business. Oh, my goodness.
It's quicker, right?
It is, but we got the full one that goes inside the wall type area, how you have the either a standalone oven with a stovetop, or our stovetop's built separately, so we have the oven built into a brick wall, you might say. But so if it calls for 45 minutes at $4.25 for a pie, it's done in like 25 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it just moves the hot air around.
Oh, wow. That's it. So why didn't somebody think of that earlier? Why aren't all ovens like that?
Well, you can buy, ovens like that today, but why they weren't that way years ago, I don't know. Maybe someone had a problem with the fan melting inside the microwave.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Had to figure all this stuff out.
Especially if it was a plastic blade.
Yeah, those plastic blades, they don't hold up long.
Does the food still taste the same if you make a cake that usually takes an hour as opposed to a half hour? Do they still, and it's not dry or spongy or anything?
No, it's just moving the air around. Basically the oven, as you know, is static heat. It's just sitting there waiting for whatever it is to heat up to the same temperature. But with the air moving around, it just heats up faster.
Oh, my.
Yeah. It's like trying to cool it down. You put a fan in front of a hot pie, it comes out of the oven, and instead of waiting 20 minutes, you go wait maybe 10 minutes because the fan has cooled it down quicker.
Is that right?
I'm a very favorite of eating pie, so I like
Nice.
We had a subject one day about the opposite of making things hot quickly, which was to freeze things quickly. I don't think there is such a thing, is there? We had one story about a wine cooler that grocery stores have, where you put the wine in there and it cools it very quickly. But I don't know if that... I don't know how it does it. I don't know.
I don't know if it's a convection type either, where it moves the air around. I don't know.
Oh, just
But
moves the air around.
the question
with
is,
cold air.
what freezes quicker, water at room temperature or water that's boiling?
Water at room temperature freezes quicker.
Boiling.
No.
Oh,
This
Yeah, we
is
tried
much-
it in our own oven, in our own freezer.
really?
Yeah.
No.
Really? Oh, okay.
I'm
Here
going
we
to
go.
disagree
We got
because
a
I tried it too.
debate
Okay.
going on here.
I'm going
right.
to tell you the answer.
All right.
Mr. Professor.
Of the universe.
Boiled water freezes quicker than non-boiled water,
Yes.
but not boiling water
No.
doesn't boil quick. It doesn't
Oh, when
freeze
you-
quicker.
Okay, you're saying boiled water that's been cooled, or boiled,
Boiled
water that's
water.
still boiling?
Boiled water that's at room temperature
Oh.
will freeze quicker than water that hasn't been boiled that's at room temperature.
Okay, here we go. We got a debate.
Now we have to do a test.
Yeah,
Yeah,
do
we
a
can do a
debate.
test.
Do you know how long ago I did this, by the way?
No.
I was still a kid living in New York. So yeah.
Yeah, we did it. We have two of those ice trays, and so we have an outside, freezer. So we boiled water and poured it into one. Luckily, it's a metal one, not a plastic one.
But was
and
it-
then we just took room temperature tap water, and we put them both and slid them into the freezer. And the freezer was totally empty. There was nothing else in there but these two ice trays. And
try
then
it.
we came back in 10 minutes, opened the door, and put our finger, and then closed the door, and so. And then the boiling one, which was the blue tray.
The one that started out hot froze quicker than the one that
quicker.
started out at room temperature.
Exactly. You need to try it again.
There you go.
Maybe you need
Challenge.
to try it again.
Anyway,
Friday,
that's
we'll
the
learn.
mystery of the pyramids. Like you were saying one day, we know it's been thousands of years, and we're
Oh, my
still trying to
gosh.
figure out this and
Yeah,
that.
well, there's an asteroid.
Yeah.
Flying in the same path as Jupiter, but going the opposite direction. It's I picture like a hamster running backwards on a turntable record or something. Okay.
Doesn't that prove that there is not a big bang? If everything started from one point out, why are things coming back around?
Oh, I like that.
There you
That's a
go.
fun observation.
That's cool.
But here's the thing. They say it's like 600 billion years ago.
Yeah, they don't know.
How do they know that? They
Yeah.
don't even, like I said,
Earthly
don't even
evidence.
know everything about the pyramids.
No.
They didn't know where that ship was with all that sunken gold
Yeah.
until recently.
Even when I was in high school, that carbon-14 test that they were doing, they took a single rock and broke it in half and did two tests. Tested it twice and came out with like 10,000 years difference on the same piece of rock. So they
Oh
don't
my
know.
God.
Well,
They don't know.
I have a similar story. Again, this is the same exact class that we did the boiling thing. This was a guy with one leg, by the way. My teacher had one leg.
Peg Leg Pete, I had
He
them.
tripped on the bucket of cow eyeballs. I told you this story.
Yeah, you did.
And it was a memory you won't forget when you see cow eyes rolling all over
when
the
it was
floor.
a biology class.
It was
so
a
you
biology
have to-
class, yeah. Well, it was a science class.
He didn't happen to
Yeah.
drown any raccoons or anything.
That's good. He had a raccoon cap. Must have had that raccoon dead
Yeah,
one time.
yeah.
So what was the subject? I went on a...
Freezing water
No,
and
the one
then
you
years, multiple years, how old the things
Oh,
are.
yeah. Carbon dating.
Carbon dating.
He somehow he did a carbon dating thing on Jell-O. And it was
No
like
kidding.
thousands of years old or millions of years old. I was like, wow, Jell-O, he just made it.
So then
Yeah.
it doesn't work.
I don't know. It's just
Carbon dating is not accurate.
But every time I hear about carbon dating, I always think, well, is it accurate? And if you ask somebody who believes in it, they'll say, oh, it's pretty accurate. It's within 500,000 years. Okay, well, how old is Jell-O?
Yeah, that happened to me.
When you are installing cable and you're installing it like on the East Coast next to the ocean and things like that, and then you're installing it inland like here, are there different wrappings around the cable because of the salt water and the climate?
Yes, actually, cable companies in the central part of Florida or even central United States has no jacket on it. You just see the aluminum up there, the aluminum outside sheath.
Oh.
It has no jacket. But on the ocean, if you don't have an outside jacket on it, it gets pitted by the salt, and that aluminum oxides and falls apart. So they learned that the hard way.
Oh my
So
gosh.
now they had, people who put up the same stuff they put up in, let's say, Ohio, have to change it when they come to Florida. So all of our wires are jacketed. So even now in the central part of Florida, you'll see jacketed cable. Now you'll still see areas of town where there's unjacketed cable. It's just bare aluminum up there. But that's a person that did not realize that there is salts even in the rainwater.
Oh, there is. Oh, okay.
Do you know, you got me thinking about experiments.
Here we go.
I used to love doing experiments in school. Do you remember when this teacher would give you an assignment, do an experiment? Okay. So Dr. Michael Lang did an experiment in the studio once when we were at the Cascades. He was trying to show how some fish oil has ethanol in it, right?
Yeah.
Ethanol? Did you ever see this experiment? We did a video of it.
But you light it?
Oh, we
No,
didn't do that.
he opened up fish oil and he put it in a styrofoam cup. And in the course of the 20-minute interview, it burned a hole in the styrofoam cup, and the other one that he said didn't have ethanol in it didn't burn a hole.
Well, you can do it. You can go to Crunchies and Munchies and get their sauce, medium, mild, whatever you want.
Right.
And if you keep it in the styrofoam cup overnight, the styrofoam cup will dissolve.
Really?
Oh no!
Really?
Imagine that in your stomach.
Wow.
So that's
Got
not
the
good.
vinegar in it and the butter and all the stuff like
Really?
that. So what we do after we get it, we have to pour it into a plastic container of some sort. Yep. It's a mystery. It's like, can you turn the light switch off and get in bed before the light goes off?
Oh, yeah. That I
You
can't
can
do
in the
it.
movies.
I can't do it.
You can in the movies. If you watch a movie sometime and they turn the light off, it doesn't go like instant. It's like a very quick fade. You right? Have you ever noticed that?
I do.
Yeah. And
That's the movies.
yeah, right. Yeah. So in a movie, if the guy on the fade switch, if he was like really slow, the person could turn off the switch and then go to bed. And that's an invention.
They make switches that are timed.
We
Like
should
1
do
minute,
that.
2 minute, 3 minute, and all you do is hit the
Really?
one, and then you go to your bed and it turns itself off in 1
See, I
minute.
thought I had
Oh,
an
I gotta
idea for
get
an
one of
invention.
those.
It's almost like the timer where you turn like if you have a heater in your bathroom and you can turn it to 1 minute or 5 minutes
Right.
while you're in there, and when you leave, it turns itself off.
Right.
They have a light switch for that.
What was the thing?
How cool
Robin
is
had an
that?
invention idea the other day. What was it? I said you should invent it.
Visors on automobiles. Because,
Yeah.
because when I put my visor down, you can't see anymore. It blocks it out, but you need it for the sun. So it should be something that looks like a polarized sunglass.
There you go.
On the visor, you can see through it. And
There you
Because
don't have a
we got
problem.
our first sunglasses the other day
Oh,
down in the
Boy,
Market
I
of
love
Mary.
them.
yeah, yeah.
Not our first ones, but first ones in a
No.
long time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're wonderful clip-ons.
Are we getting old? You don't wear glasses at all, do you?
I do. I have reading glasses, and of course, I recently had sunglasses because I had the cataract surgery.
But that's it. You just need regular reading glasses. You don't need I need them to see, to be able to read things at a distance.
Well, about 10, 15 years ago, I needed glasses to see far, but I changed my diet a little bit, and my eyes got better and better.
wait.
Oh, how wonderful.
Tell me what you're doing,
That's
because I'm going to do
great.
that. What do you eat? Barbecue. I know
A
that.
minimum of a teaspoon of olive oil and a minimum of a teaspoon of olive oil. So coconut oil and olive oil
A day?
A day.
Olive oil and olive oil.
But I take no massive vitamins. I just eat a lot of fresh vegetables. Like leaving last night, I took a whole bag of carrots and cleaned them, of course, and then rubbed some olive oil on them and salt and pepper and threw them in the oven for like 30 minutes. And so they're still a little crunchy, not quite cooked all the way. And that was a great meal. That was a great meal all by
So
itself.
olive oil is your secret.
Olive oil and
Coconut
oil.
Olive oil always got Popeye in trouble, by the way.
Well, you know,
But he did love her.
skinny is as skinny does. You know?
So do you take it a teaspoon of
Teaspoon.
olive oil and a
Well, I
teaspoon
make
of
sure that
coconut
I have
oil
something,
each day,
like
a
for instance,
teaspoon?
when my wife cooks eggs, she will use coconut oil, which takes a long while to get used to.
Oh,
An
really?
egg that smells like coconuts, you know. But we do salads almost every night, and if I fry even a hamburger, I'll put olive oil. If I'm heating up some ham to have a ham sandwich, I'll use olive oil, you know. So olive oil.
okay.
All right, so that's the
There we
secret. I'm
go.
going to tell the ladies at Ocala.
Oh, my eyes are cured. I can see this as clear as a bell, and I couldn't before.
I gotta
Like when
do
I first
this.
got my first set of glasses,
Yeah.
I didn't believe that. I thought I saw leaves on trees. And then I got my first glasses and told my wife, wow, what a difference. And then I just changed my diet. So on my driver's license, it still says I need glasses. So when I go to renew them,
And you're absolutely convinced it's the olive oil.
And
well,
the coconut oil.
I just did some reading on it, and that's what it said.
Which oil is the trick, or both? Is it a combination?
Well, they both had such good properties that I decided to do both. I mean, it could be the olive oils doing it. Could be the coconut oil. But
We've had a number of guests that have said one or the other. Yeah, we've had our share of guests.
yeah, so I just do both, and it's a great laxative, So change the subject right there.
There you go. Well, that works.
Easy rider,
You
you know
gotta
what I
make
mean?
sure
The good, the bad.
We have a phone call.
Oh, no.
Something you said triggered a phone call.
Oh, no.
You ready for the phone call?
I'm ready.
All right, put your headset on, and good morning. You're on the air with Jim.
Yes, when I was growing up, my mother said, eat your carrots for better eyesight.
Exactly.
So it's the carrots. It's not the olive oil.
We eat a lot of carrots. I'll admit that.
Oh, okay.
I guess Bugs Bunny said carrots are good for your eyes, right?
Yeah, they're high in vitamin K.
Right.
But if you have
Right.
a cholesterol problem, like when I went to the VA and my cholesterol was high, they said quit eating leafy green vegetables. I said, there's no way I'm going to quit eating leafy green vegetables. Well, then take this little pill. I said, fine, I'll take the little pill. Because leafy green vegetables increases your cholesterol. Who would have thought?
What?
Who would have thought?
I eat those.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought they were good for you.
That's what I thought. So.
We're never going to know everything.
But I'm going to eat all the vegetables I can get my hands on.
Yeah.
I have a couple of quick questions.
Yes.
One is on television, on the old tube sets, they always said that if you would go into a pause and have that same picture frozen on there, that it would do damage to the tube. Is that true for the new flat screen TVs?
No, only for the CRTs, the cathode ray tubes. The old ones,
Okay.
They would burn the image. So closed-circuit TV cameras that are still video, and they have the image, they're still prone to being burned in because they were cathode rays. But now that they have the LED screens and LCD screens, then the answer is no.
And the other question real quick is on ceiling fans, there's a switch there. Now, supposedly, you're supposed to run the blades clockwise one time a year and counterclockwise the other. What is the situation on that?
Well, one blows the air down, so if it's summertime, you probably want to blow one direction, and if it's wintertime, you want to blow the other. So if hot air rises to the ceiling and it's wintertime and you blow down, then you're going to get the hot air from the ceiling to blow down on you, which will keep you warmer. And then in the summertime, you want to have it blow the opposite direction.
I don't know of anybody that changes that movement of the blades. I don't even think that most of the people realize that there is a switch on that ceiling fan.
That's right, and they should realize you can't switch it while it's still in motion. It won't do anything. It'll just keep going. So you turn it off, let it come to a full stop, and then you change the direction. But there are occasions when we will change it. We don't change it all the time, but like we have one in our bedroom, and my wife will spend a lot of time in the bedroom, let's say, getting ready to go somewhere. You know how women primp. So
I do.
She will turn the fan the opposite direction. She does not want the hot air blowing down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so now in the summertime, you're supposed to have so it brings the cold air up, right?
Exactly. Cools the house off quicker because it moves the hot air from the ceiling along the walls down to the floor where the return vent. Some houses have the return vent like in the floor. Now some of them have the return vent in the ceiling. Have you ever noticed if you go in a commercial building, the one that dumps the air into the room may only be 6 feet away from the one that takes the hot air out?
Oh my gosh!
And you would assume that if that's the case, the air never touches you. It just goes from the, but it does. It lowers.
That one and the other. Yeah.
So the trick is, if you ever have to change your ceiling tile or what, move the return away from the one that dumps it into the room.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
We have another phone call.
Yeah.
Good morning. You're on the air with Jim.
Hi. How is everybody today? Please listen to me and listen very carefully about this cholesterol thing, which is one of the biggest misnomers known to man. Your body produces all the cholesterol that it needs. Any way it's going to get any extra cholesterol is by eating animal products. That's milk, cheese, beef, or meat, and anything that has to do with an animal, eggs, that can increase the cholesterol over what your body produces. The only other thing, coconut oil or palm oils can increase your body's urge to produce more cholesterol than it needs. That's why a lot of times they say to avoid the palm oils. Leafy greens, has gluten, that anything leafy greens will lower the problem that you can have with cholesterol. Will fight off the extra cholesterol. But animal products is the only way you're going to get too much cholesterol. If you take a pill, you can keep on eating all the meat you want. But the pills have just as much bad after effects or side effects than having too much cholesterol does. If you just stop eating meat for 2 weeks, I promise you, your cholesterol levels will go down. Meat products. And anybody who tells you something different is full of beans. Beans is one of the better things to eat. And if you look at the three places that live the longest in this country or in this world, you got Okinawa, Sardinia, and the Branch Davidian groups. They all eat plant-based diets with lots of beans. And they said if everybody ate a cup of beans every day, we would not have half of the problems that we have with health. So think about it, look it up, prove me wrong.
What about fish?
But you can't.
What about fish?
What?
What about fish?
Fish?
Yeah.
Fish is a meat. It has cholesterol. It's got good oils in it, but lately the fish is so full
because
of...
Okinawa, they have fish, right?
Yeah.
In China, it's raised in China. You know how they feed the fish in China? They hang the chicken baskets over the top of the fish tanks, and the chicken poop is what feeds the fish. And if it's not the mercury in the ocean, then it's, tilapia and stuff like that come from China. I wouldn't eat it.
Huh, okay.
You can live perfectly healthy without getting all that
That's a
meat
picture.
stuff into you.
I know.
Yeah, that's a picture. Chicken poop.
All right, thank you.
That sounds really. Thank you for the information. Just so you know, we're not laughing at you. We're just laughing at that image of the chicken.
Yes.
Taking over the water.
Over
But the fish like dogs.
But I bet that's true. I mean, I would imagine fish eat
I believe
anything that
she's
comes in the
correct.
water.
That's just what they told me. They said, you want a nutritionist to talk to you? And I said, no. And they brought this lady in anyway, and she says, you got to quit eating green leafy vegetables. And I go, wow, I guess I'm going to die. Because I'm not going to quit eating green leafy vegetables.
Well, and you haven't
best.
quit, so I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
Eat them all the time.
I don't know.
But there are parts of there are parts of plants we throw away we don't eat. Like, have you ever eaten carrot tops?
No.
The comedian?
No.
I'd worry.
No, I've never eaten the carrot
Yeah,
top.
well, it's like a parsley. It's really quite tasty. Or the
Is
top
it really?
of, a lot of tops that we throw away, are very edible. So
like a pineapple top?
I haven't. That's pretty prickly. Maybe we have something there. No, but I don't know how we got on the food subject, but
Well, cooking. It's a Memorial Day weekend. We started talking about going out, and you and Joe are going to go someplace on Sunday. On Monday, rather.
Eagles.
Yeah. Are you going to the
Barbecue.
wall? You said. Oh, what did he hand you? What did Joe hand you?
well, it's an article about you can now charge up your cell phone wirelessly.
Ah.
You won't need to have it. They still have them where you have to put your cell phone on top of a device. This one's showing that it can charge up wirelessly. There's a device that you plug it into your laptop, and then it radiates to your cell phone and charges it. Or you plug it into the wall and it radiates, and so you don't have to be in a proximity of it, but you don't have to be necessarily. Now, I haven't read the article, but from the picture, that's what it looks like.
The device has.
But Robin reads fast, so she can read it and tell us exactly.
Well, I can tell you what the thing is called. I just read it.
Oh.
It's called What Up.
What up?
That's what it says.
Well, that's pretty cool because Larry has a cell phone charger that he charges up, but then he puts it in his pocket, and then if his cell phone charge is going down, then he just plugs it in there.
Well, they have the shirts and jackets that charge your cell phone.
I think you told us that one before. Yeah.
Very interesting.
Pretty cool.
All right, one more phone call before we say goodbye. Good morning. You're on the air with Jim.
Yeah, Jim, I have a question. I'm listening right now on FM. I called Robin the other day, and I said I'm having a problem on my AM, and it's not just WOCA. My whole AM station is very staticky. I can't hear what they're saying. What would be that problem?
Well, if you have a fluorescent light, like in the kitchen or some other place in your home, that will definitely do it. Fluorescent lights are killers. If it's anywhere near electromagnetic force, like near a refrigerator, something that has a motor in it, that will do it. And if you have
Why would it have all of a sudden happen? I mean, it's been fine up until just
One way to test is if your radio is portable and it's facing, let's say, north and south, turn it to a station that's staticky, and just turn the radio itself, and you'll probably find that it clears up automatically.
Well, I've tried that, and I've tried it in several different plugs in the house, and it's all everything's staticky on AM.
Well,
even a different radio.
Has it only been the first couple of weeks, or has it been for a long time?
Just a few days.
Yeah, I think it could be the atmospheric condition. We have fronts coming through. We have low inversion layers. Jim's out there. He could, he's with the Ham Club. He could tell us all about it. But just as skip happens, the inversion layer will take the skip away. It will actually destroy a lot of things too.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Jim.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm a radio lover
for
too.
Clearing that up.
Yeah. Hey, real quickly, if you're going to the Vietnam Memorial Wall and you want to find the location of a name that you know is on the wall someplace, the website, one of the websites that gives you this information real easy is thewall-usa.com. thewall-usa.com. I looked up Hammett Bowen Jr., for example. He's on, his name is on panel 21W, line 21.
Oh, wow. That's good.
So that's good to know, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I have a couple of friends I want to look up.
Jim, thank you for your service. Thank you for coming in here. Thank you for being fun.
Happy Memorial Day.
And don't, I'm going to try the experiment with the boiling water.
Okay, so is today a dry day and the rain starts tomorrow? Or
Today's drier than tomorrow, yeah.
Oh, but it's still going to rain.
It says 2 o'clock, yeah, 2-ish.
All right.
2-ish, not to be confused.
Everybody have a great weekend.
2-ish. Thank you, Jim.
And don't dress like you're going someplace else. All right, bye.
We'll be right back.
Friends, countrymen, tourists, and Ocalans, lend me your ears. Hey, speaking of ears, there is an opportunity for you to help feed and provide good maintenance, housing, and medical care for Marion County's rescued big cats, bears, monkeys, and other disabled or unreleasable wild and exotic animals. Take a